Welcome back to Ralph's Sort of True Stories. Now remember where we left off. I'd snuck in the side door of that assisted living center and I'd gone around and watched things, and I'd been in the recreation room. Well, at this point I'm ready to move on. Well, it turns out there's a sunroom. There's about a 12-foot entrance at the back of this recreation room that goes out to a sunroom, and there's a beautiful view. It looks out at the lawn and the trees, and there's a fountain. And as I walked in, there were 3 people in wheelchairs, one fellow and 2 ladies. And the one fellow is sitting right next to the one lady, and they both have blankets on their laps. And the other lady comes wheeling over right next, and she seems to be a little angry, and she says, Abby, for years, every day, you sit next to me and look at the beautiful scenery. And now this young chickie, what is she, 79 years old? She shows up, and all of a sudden you scoot your wheelchair over and you sit next to this chippy Rosie? What's going on, Abby? She says, Sophie, Rosie, she puts her hand under my blanket and holds onto my penis. Well, Sophie says, Abby, as long as we've been friends, if you wanted me to hold your penis, I would hold your penis. She says, yeah, I appreciate that, Sophie. But Rosie, she has Parkinson's. I thought, well, yeah, this guy really knows how to play the game. And I start walking down the hallway, and I notice in these rooms, some of them have twin beds, some of them have queen size or king size beds. And I'm beginning to figure out, based on what I'm seeing, that there are several married couples that are there together. And as I walk by one, I hear the old man, who must have been back in the bathroom, and he says, Wife, what are you putting talcum powder in my underwear for? She says, it's not talcum powder, it's Miracle Grow. And I'm thinking, oh, that is a hard-hearted woman. She is tough. And as I walk by one room, the phone rings, and the woman, who apparently is a little hard of hearing, puts it on a speakerphone. And she says, hello. On the other end, the man says, this is Dr. Baker, Mary. We've known each other a long time, so I thought I would give you a call. So I've just finished your physical, the physical with your husband, Fred. I got to tell you, he's in pretty good shape, real good shape. I asked him how he was emotionally and spiritually, and I got to tell you what he told me. He said he was very happy emotionally. He has a great place to live. He has a happy wife, which makes a happy life. But then I asked him how he was spiritually, and he said that he and God were this tight. This tight. I said, really? He says, yes. I have such a good relationship with God. When I get up in the evening, in the middle of the night, to take a leak, God turns a light on for me. And when I'm done, God turns the light off. What do you think of that, Mary? And Mary slams the table. She says, damn it, Fred's peeing in the refrigerator again. And I imagine that would be quite a mess, quite a mess. Well, at that point, I almost lost my life, because here comes this woman wheeling down the hallway in this wheelchair, going very fast, and I jump out of the way, and a little ways down, this guy steps out of the doorway and says, hold it right there, Mildred. That's speeding. Let me see your license. Well, she hands him this crinkled up Snicker wrapper, and he takes it, and he pulls out this little pad, and he gets his pencil, and he scribbles something on it. He says, all right, here's your ticket. Now I want you to slow down. Well, she doesn't slow down much. She gets to the end of that hallway, she goes around the corner, and she's on one wheel. Well, there's a little cutaway where I can get to that other hallway, so I cut across over there, and here she is coming up the hallway again. And another guy steps out. Hold it right there, Mildred. That's reckless driving. Let me see your license. She hands him the Snicker wrapper. He takes the little piece of paper. That's your ticket. Just slow down. Be careful. Don't drive recklessly. Well, she goes past me, and she goes up the hallway again, and another man steps out. Hold it right there, Mildred. She stops. He pulls down his pajama bottoms and flips out his pecker. And she says, oh, no, not the breathalyzer again. And I'm thinking, Dad's really going to like this place. Thanks for sticking with me at Ralph's Sorta True Stories. There'll be more stories coming. I hope you'll join me again.